What's up, everyone? I'm here in London on a typical rainy November day, Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. The time is 12:30 p.m. Temperature is 55 Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius. I'm in the middle of Leicester Square, but I won't be doing this walk alone. I have a guest with me. You may know her.
Ta-da! Hello! Hi, I'm Jess. I'm from the YouTube channel Love and London. We create videos for people who are coming to London and want to see the best of the city and have the best time ever. So yeah, we're gonna go for a bit of a walk on this very rainy day. And I do have to caveat that this is actually pretty rare for London. I think everyone thinks it rains way more than it actually does. This is kind of insane and just terrible timing for us, unfortunately, but here we are.
I thought it was typical.
Yeah. It is, people do say quite a lot that like this is what they picture when it comes to London, but actually London doesn't get any more rainfall than New York or Paris, apparently. It's just, I think that we have more gray days here, especially in the winter. We're in November right now, and it is just often that we have a gray day, and we don't get like back in New York, where it might be cold, but it's still sunny, which I kind of miss that, to be honest. That's where I'm from originally.
So we're in the middle of Leicester Square. I think this Christmas market is open now.
I believe it is as well. And
Yeah.
This is generally my least favorite part of London. I usually tell people not to come here, but the Christmas market that they have here is usually pretty good. So I haven't been in it for a couple of years actually, so we can go walk through it.
Let's take a look. Oh, are they gonna search my bag in the rain? This is gonna be tough.
Let's hope not, let's see. Hello.
Hello. Hey. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Let's go.
Yep, okay.
I don't want to take it out in the
Yeah,
rain.
it's gonna get all wet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Skip that. Come back another day when it's not as rainy. So, should we go towards Piccadilly Circus?
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, cool. Try to ignore the M&M store on the side.
I know, very Times Square.
It is very Times Square.
And there's the Shake Shack that I ate at, which I don't recommend. Overpriced and not nearly as good as the ones in the States.
That is such a shame. It's been quite a while since I've been to one here. And I do love the New York ones, but good to know that you do not approve of the ones here in the UK. I think that location especially is probably not going to be the best quality, so it kind of does make sense. So if you look over here, that is the entrance to Chinatown, but maybe we'll loop around and come back to there.
Okay. Oh, there's a I Love London umbrella. I didn't think that was a thing. I thought it was just a New York thing with I Love New York.
I think it is in New York. I thought New York trademarked it, but apparently not. So it's kind of, it's definitely not a London thing for sure. It's supposed to stick in New York. So this area, it's kind of like it's very touristy, but not even like the good parts. There's a lot of these like American candy shops, which are actually, a lot of them, fun fact, are being investigated as money laundering schemes. So they kind of just sit there, but they're kind of, everyone always talks about them. They're kind of weird. We've got some big souvenir stores here, some not so great restaurants, but we'll walk through areas where they have some better places to eat. But it's a lot of stimuli here. Lots of lights, lots of things going on, lots of smells. And then we'll get up to Piccadilly Circus, and that's truly the Times Square of New York, of London, if we're going by the lights and the adverts.
So what is your favorite part of London?
Oh my God, it's hard to choose. So I live in East London, so I do like East London. So East London used to be basically where there was the biggest immigrant population in the city. It was also historically, and I would say still today, is the more creative part of the city, even though there's been a lot of gentrification. But we have really good bars and restaurants over there, amazing street art, and just lots of like markets and other things to do. So I love it over there. So like Shoreditch is the most popular place most people end up going to in East London, but there's also Broadway Market, London Fields, Victoria Park, lots to do around there. Are you staying dry?
I'm trying. The bottom half of me is getting wet, but
As long as the equipment's staying dry, that's the most important thing. Okay, so we're coming up onto Piccadilly Circus now.
when I first got here, I found it strange how this is called a circus. I was expecting acrobats and a performance.
I think I thought that too the first time I ever came here. And it's a little bit disappointing if that's what you think. Oh, okay, so they're doing construction on like the main statue that they have here. But actually, let's go this way and we'll get the best view of the advertising sign.
And there's Regent Street over there.
That's right. Ooh, don't want to get splashed.
Oh wow, this statue area is all lit up. I wonder what they're gonna put here.
Oh wow. Okay. So you can turn around. This feels very Times Square, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah, it definitely is. Here and Leicester Square, like the Times Square areas of London for sure. But lots of people come here when it's their first time in London. They want to come see this. It's the classic picture. And then that's basically the main gist of what you've got around here. And then you can kind of veer off in different directions and go to different areas. All right, should we keep going this way then?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Also a very busy underground station too.
Yes. Probably one of the busiest in the city. There's a lot of lines that go through it. So let's go down this road. This is called Piccadilly. And we'll go up to one of the most famous department stores in the UK. And we'll go have a look on the outside because I think it should be, yeah, it looks like it's decorated for Christmas now. There we go.
At least we know the sewer system here works well.
Oh, yes.
I actually like it a lot better than New York's sewer system because New York, they have these big dips on the curbs that people can get trapped in.
Oh, right.
And like, it seems that most of the sewers here are like these, like flat ones.
Yeah, you know, I've never actually noticed that. See, it's good to have fresh eyes in the city.
Yeah.
I always think about in New York the people when they open up the doors into like the ground or the basement of the restaurant,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
the
you have to
cellar
be careful,
doors.
yeah, not to fall in. Gosh, yeah. None of that here, really. A little bit, but not too much. So on this side of the street, let me just go here. We're starting to get into, it's actually both sides of the street, I would say. We're starting to get into the area called Mayfair. And Mayfair is in central London, the very center of it is basically the most posh area of the city. There's a lot of really high-end art galleries around here, very high-end vintage bookstores. People that live around here are some of the wealthiest in the country, and also a lot of politicians, and even some of the royal family live around here, which makes sense because we're not really that far from some of the royal residences.
Yeah, I mean, Buckingham Palace is not too far away either.
No, it's not.
And Hyde Park.
Exactly. Very close. Basically, you just keep going down this road, you get to Hyde Park.
This is the heaviest it's rained since I've been here.
I know. This is pretty wild. When it first started earlier, before you and I met up, I saw loads of people just standing in doorways because it seemed to come quite unexpectedly. This is, yeah, this is pretty crazy. It's not usual, but it is November, which is one of the rainiest months, so kind of have to expect it. But you're very well prepared for your filming.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go through here.
The footway is closed. In the States, we'll call it walkway or...
That's right. And instead of saying sidewalk,
yeah, sidewalk.
thank you, you say pavement. And I've been here for 10 years, so I feel like I definitely call myself a Londoner. Not everybody agrees, but I think I am. There's a little telephone box in there, wedged in. Oh, there's two. Okay. Oh. That's cool that we got here for that. So this is Fortnum Mason. This is maybe the most famous department store besides Harrods maybe in the UK. And it's been around since the 1700s, I believe, because they claim to have invented this thing called the Scotch egg back in, maybe it was the 1800s. That is their claim to fame. It's a luxury department store. And if you look up there, we'll let the buses go by. When on the hour, if you look up where the clock is, the little boxes on the side, there's little things that come out and do a little dance, little figures. But it's only on the hour, I believe. We only heard the chimes just now. But this is one of my favorite department stores. They do really beautiful teas and really great tea gift sets. Lots of different things. You get an afternoon tea here. You can have dinner here. It's lovely.
And not to mention the windows too.
The windows, yes, they're quite famous for their windows. The department stores here really do like amazing windows, especially for Christmas. So this is a great time to be here to see all of this decor. I was here about 3 weeks ago, none of this was up yet, and they were changing it all, so it's nice to see it. It's cool. And all the numbers on the windows, it makes it like it's an advent calendar. So
the other famous one I think is Selfridges.
That's right. I love Selfridges, and also Liberty. Liberty is smaller, but they have a really famous fabric department and a rug department, and really good chocolate department. So I like that one too. So why don't we maybe loop up and around? We'll go through Mayfair a bit. Oh, I know what we can do. Okay, we'll go through the arcade.
Oh, the Burlington Arcade. I haven't walked through it yet.
Oh, perfect. Let's do that then. So
Every time I wanted to, it was closed.
Oh, really? Okay. So the deal with the arcades, there's Burlington right here, and then across the road there's Piccadilly, and there's one other one around here, I believe, too. But they basically were created in, I believe it was around the 1800s, maybe the 1700s, so that because the streets were so dirty and disgusting and filled with like feces and stuff, they created these arcades for the wealthy women to be able to get off the street to go shopping. And then they're still here today, and they're lined with luxury shops. And we'll get to take the umbrellas down for a second too. Oh my God, it's decorated so beautifully for Christmas.
Oh, this is pretty.
Wow. Oh, I have to film this as well. Get some shots. Oh my gosh. I think this design is new. I don't remember seeing it like this last year. It looks amazing.
This is really unique.
Yeah, isn't it? And it's all quite small shops. A lot of the shops in here have been here for a very long time. They're kind of like classic, old school English types of shopping and design and things like that. It's a lot of clothing.
Wow, even shoe shine service.
This is very Mayfair.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the Christmas trees a
I
little
know.
bit too.
I was
It's
going to
nice.
say that.
Yeah. Lovely.
The fresh smell.
It's great. I think this is, November and December can be tricky times to visit London because of the weather, but you get all of this, and it's really hard to beat it, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of jewelry stores and
Watches.
accessories, watches.
Yeah.
Now, how about the Piccadilly Arcade on the other side of the street? Is it similar to this?
It's similar to this. It's smaller, and I think they have a little bit more food shops over there, but luxury food, like luxury chocolates.
Okay.
I think this might be my favorite one though. So I think this is the biggest one.
Well, this is hard to beat
I
already.
know, it is, isn't it? And then we empty out into Mayfair. Okay, let's go right. Good?
Yep. Back into the rain.
Back into the rain.
Doesn't feel like it's letting up at all.
No, it doesn't at all.
Up, posh neighborhood confirmed. Look at that car across the street.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll see
So
those
Rolls
everywhere.
Royce.
That's a really futuristic looking one, isn't it?
Hello.
the buildings in this area are they're just really beautiful and extremely old. Lots of history.
The dates are even on this building, 1785 and 1771.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So old.
Also, I'm sure you've seen, but if you can see over there, there's we have these blue plaques around. I think it's all the UK, but we have loads of them in London. And the blue plaque basically signals that somebody important throughout history either lived in that building or worked there, and it always says who the person was, what they did there, and the time period that they were there. So always keep an eye when you're walking around to see if you can find any of those blue plaques.
That's really cool.
It's definitely fun to spot them, even if you're just kind of walking to work or something,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Feels like it's letting up a little bit.
I hope so. That would be nice. So we're back to Regent Street now. Do you want to go check out Chinatown?
Yeah, we could do that.
Perfect. Walk through. Our Chinatown's nowhere near as big as the one in New York, but I still really like it.
What I love about this Chinatown is that it's pedestrianized.
Yes.
There's no cars.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I forgot about that, about the New York one, that it's not.
It might actually be my favorite Chinatown because of that, because it's pedestrianized.
Ah, that makes sense. All right, across here.
I learned the other day that these lights, they shut off at 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, so they didn't used to do that. I think that they started that last year to save electricity for the environment also, because electricity got very expensive last year and this year. So I think that's been quite good. I think cross actually.
Okay.
The Regent Street here and the Oxford Street, which also has very famous lights, these are definitely worth seeing. But if you try to come on a weekday between basically 3:30 and 7:30, especially Oxford Street is so busy that it's actually uncomfortably busy. So I usually say to people, obviously you want to come when it's dark, but try to go like after 7:30. Even better if you go around 9 o'clock after dinner, and it's usually pretty quiet, and it's a nice, really nice quiet time to see all the lights. Go this way. So we're making our way back to Piccadilly Circus. You can see the lights up there.
Yep. Whole Foods Market. Most of the time I've seen Mark and Spencer, but not Whole Foods.
Yes, I think we've got 4 or 5 Whole Foods here now. It's not quite caught on like it has in the US, I think. We're also quite lucky compared to New York, where I feel like groceries are so expensive. You can, in the city, still get relatively affordable groceries from various different types of supermarkets. Some that are like really budget level, some that are medium, and then there's the more higher end as well. But it's not like how in the city that a punnet of strawberries is like $7 or something. It's better than that, thankfully.
You know, you make a good point, because I went into Sainsbury the other day. A loaf of bread was only £1.
Yeah. Very lucky.
I was like, wow, you can't even get it that cheap in New York.
Probably can't even make it that cheap in New York
Yeah,
yourself.
it's like, I see a loaf of bread there, it's like $4 at least.
I don't miss that about New York. Okay, so we'll backtrack on where we came out, and then we'll make that left and go into Chinatown.
Which doesn't really make sense, because there's not so many like cheap eat places in London, but yet groceries are inexpensive.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess that's a good thing about, I guess I would like it that way, because then when you're trying to eat at home and eat healthier and make your own stuff, I guess it's better to have it where the ingredients are cheaper. Because I do feel like people cook at home a lot more here than in New York. Actually, we can go up this way.
Okay.
We'll go a different way. Considering the rain, I'm actually not cold. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. So
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe we've gotten used to it already.
Yeah. Okay, let's cross here. Darn it.
Oh.
So we'll get to Chinatown on the right, but then on this area over here, this is getting into Soho, which is very popular, but also has like a real mix of types of venues and restaurants and bars. But we can walk through there after.
I know, I was here on the weekend at nighttime. It's so busy.
Oh yes. So that's where when people come into London to go out for a Saturday night, that's one of the main areas people will go, because it's right in the middle of the city. There are a lot of bars that are good for people who are in like their 20s, and it's just kind of like the convergence of everybody into the center of London to go have lots of drinks. Are you going to see a theater show when you're here, do you think?
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I don't have too much time in London, but I'll look into it, sure.
Yeah. I mean, you're from New York, so I'm sure you've seen a lot of theater already.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go down Rupert Street here. Actually, we'll do the next one. Okay. Oh, look at that. I never noticed that before.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, we'll enter from this side of Chinatown. So if you want Vietnamese food when you come to Chinatown, this place, Viet Food, does really, really nice Vietnamese. I'm a big fan.
It smells good too.
I know, doesn't it? They used to have a secret cocktail bar upstairs. I'm not sure it's still open, but if anyone does come, they can ask if there's any drinks upstairs and see what they say. Okay, we'll go down the main stretch here.
I think so far I've tried like 4 or 5 places in Chinatown. They're all really good.
Oh, amazing. You'll have to point them out then. I don't eat meat and I don't eat fish, so some places don't really work for me, but actually, this is my favorite place, Plum Valley, because they do really good veggie and vegan stuff.
Okay.
And you can basically always get a table in there because it's massive and they're really nice. They do good cocktails. It's a little more like upscale than a lot of the other places in Chinatown, but it's really good and just works for every dietary requirement.
I ate at this spot to the right though.
Royal China? Oh, one, yeah, how was it?
It was pretty good. It's my first meal here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. What did you have?
Very good sauce. I think it was, what I have? I forgot already. It was like a week ago. So,
I'm sure you've been eating a lot as well.
yeah. Pretty sure I had a noodle dish though.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'll give you a little tip as well if you want to just stop for 2 seconds. So there's this place here called China Exchange, and they're basically an organization trying to help preserve the historic culture of the area and the Chinese population here in the UK. And they do a really good walking tour that's run by volunteers, and they explain so much of this small area that you would never know on your own. And then the ticket also includes a sit-down meal at one of the restaurants here. It's like £30. It's such a good deal. And it's just like a really good way to get to know this area instead of just only doing the walking around. So I definitely recommend that.
Good tip. Four Seasons I ate at.
Say it again.
Four Seasons I ate at.
Oh yeah.
The roast meats.
I mean, you got to get meat when you go there, I guess, right? It's hanging in the window.
Yeah, I had to try one of them because they're all over in Chinatown here.
Yeah.
And then my most memorable place in London, actually probably my most memorable experience was here in Chinatown. I went to the bun house on the street, like 1 block away from here, and like I bit into it, the custard bun.
Yes.
It got all over my clothing and jacket. And, oh.
They need to have a warning with those custard buns so everybody knows that it's gonna get all over the place.
Well, it was on the window, but I didn't see it. I was too busy lining up.
That is a very popular spot here, Bun House. They do really nice, that stuff's really, really nice. Basically everything they do is great.
Yesterday.
So let's turn the corner around here. There's a bakery that's, don't get hit. Always a bit of chaos around here, but it's fun. It adds to the vibes. It's quite nice in the summer. They put out tables and some umbrellas here so more people can sit down and eat when they get stuff. And then this bakery here, Chinatown Bakery, is like the OG bakery. And you basically can go in and they've got everything on the shelves. You just pick up whatever you want. You go queue up and you buy it, but they've got like lots of really, really nice stuff in there. And it's super affordable, like so affordable.
I have to try one of these places.
Oh yeah.
For sure. And one thing that I found in Chinatown, there's some places that have a minimum for credit card or they only take cash.
Yes.
So you do need a little bit of cash if you're here in Chinatown.
Or just eat more.
Yeah, you could.
That's usually what I do. I never have cash on me. So there's one more parallel street to Chinatown as well. That's where Bun House is down there. And also around here, especially up in Soho. So why don't we go up to Soho and then maybe we'll wrap up there.
Okay.
But I'm just stopping here because this is Koo Bar, which is one of the most famous gay bars in all of London, probably all of the UK. But Soho is especially known for being the most LGBTQ plus friendly part of the entire city and basically all of the UK. So you'll find lots of gay bars there and shops that are selling like lots of leather and latex and fun stuff like that. So it makes it like really, really vibrant. But we'll head back this way so we can head up to Soho.
Let's take a look. This rain is not letting up at all.
No, it's not, is it? You really work hard for your viewers. Since you do what you got to do to get the shots and get the videos.
I know. And for those of you who watch Jess's channel and you don't see her making videos in the rain, this is why.
I can't do it. This has been okay because you're under an umbrella, I'm under an umbrella, but my videographers usually are like, my very expensive camera, I can't hold that camera and hold the umbrella at the same time, and it's a whole thing. So we do have to avoid, unfortunately. But you've got a good setup where you make it work.
You know, I had no idea about this, but not until I came to London did I realize that like so many casinos around.
Around this area, yes. Everywhere else, no. I don't know why specifically around here. I guess because it's central London and it's the main hub, but let's go this way. The rest of the city, you will not find them. And I have never been in one.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I looked into it. Apparently, like, London has a big gambling, like, tourism culture.
I believe that. Yeah. Let me cross here. Maybe you've noticed as well, there's a lot of shops that do, so there's the casinos, but also, like you're saying, gambling. So you'll see shops that are like Paddy Power, which you can go in and do horse betting, football, all that types of stuff. And also they've got like some slot machines sometimes. Not quite my vibe, but it's there. Okay.
I've done this crossing so many times. It's like so dangerous.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's in the worst spot, right? Like across the street from Soho and Chinatown.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're in Soho. And this place there's lots of, like I said before, lots of good bars and restaurants. You just have to know where you're going. There's also a lot of stuff that's not very good. But it gets very buzzy. I was here on Thursday meeting some friends for a drink. And because it was a dry, not so cold day, all the pubs were filled to the brim with people after work having drinks, their Thursday evening drinks. And it was so busy, but
Wow,
it's a good
Thursday
vibe.
evening.
Yeah. To be fair, I've been here on a Monday, on a summer day where the weather was nice, where it was kind of similar, people having Monday night drinks, and I was like, good luck to you on that. I can't quite do that, but I'll just show you really quick as well. This is Ronnie Scott's, and this is like a London institution. It's the most popular place to go if you want to watch live jazz. Very cool. If you like garlic, that's apparently where you should go. 'Cause
Garlic and shots?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have garlic in the window.
Look at that. That's funny. No
Don't-
vampires in there.
No vampires in there, exactly. And probably no dates either, because that's a terrible idea. And then this pub here, this is a really good pub. It's called the Dog and Duck. It's been there for about 300 years now. Very popular with people who work around here to go have a pint. It's had a lot of famous patrons. They always love to talk about how Guy Ritchie and Madonna used to come here and have drinks together back when they were a thing. So, but it's a good little vibe in there. And usually outside, people just kind of pour onto the pavements outside and have their pints out there if it's not raining like this.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not crowded now. We get to see everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are we wrapping up this video?
So let's go up to the square there
Okay,
and finish there.
perfect.
This is Soho Square, and this is a nice little spot, like in the middle of busy central London if you need a little bit of quiet and a little bit of green space. But we can go in over here. What a beautiful day to be in a park.
Gorgeous. And the pathway's all flooded too.
Oh God, yeah. Ugh.
All right, well, that was the walk through London on a rainy day. Hope you enjoyed it. We sure saw a lot of things. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and give Jess here from Love in London a visit.
Hope to see you over on our channel, but thanks so much for having me.
All right. See you later, everyone. Bye.